Profit over profit. Build better beds. In my last video, I was talking about all kinds of crazy shit: fractals, coastlines, exercise reducing blood flow to the prefrontal cortex, and the inaccuracy of our maps. One contemporary philosopher has focused the lion's share of his energy around writing about why people using the wrong map,
oh, my life is ruined,
would be better off using no map at all. Nissim Nicholas Taleb opens his third book, The Bed of Procrustes, Philosophical and Practical Aphorisms, with a retelling of the myth. Procrustes would feed travelers and then invite them to spend the night. If they did not fit in his guest bed, say they were too short, he would stretch them to fit, and if they were too tall, he would chop off their legs to make them fit. Taleb writes, "We humans, facing limits of knowledge and the things we do not observe, the unseen and the unknown, resolve the tension by squeezing life in the world into crisp, commoditized ideas, reductive categories, specific vocabularies, and prepackaged narratives, which, on the occasion, has explosive consequences. Further, we seem unaware of this backward fitting. For instance, few realize we are changing the brains of school children through medication in order to make them adjust to the curriculum rather than the reverse." Many people, when confronted with previously unforeseen information, rather than alter their personal worldview to accommodate this former misconception, will attempt to justify their point of view with confirmation bias, or worse, with a Procrustean solution, the act of consciously overestimating or underreporting data to fit their narrative. For example, 35% of boys in America will not graduate high school. 20% of school-age boys will be diagnosed with ADHD. Few have accused the man-made school system for being the perpetrator, rather choosing to focus the majority of the blame on the natural biology of the boys. And chemical intervention, the definitive solution. 70% of school children diagnosed with ADHD will be medicated with Schedule II narcotics like Ritalin, Adderall, and Concerta, drugs known to have such dangerous side effects as insomnia and psychosis, which both cause hallucinations, delusions, and paranoia. But once medicated, the grades of the boys improve, and this vindicates the parents, the teachers, the guidance counselors, the social workers, and the doctors in their diagnosis of the issue. But at what cost? Taleb argues in his fourth book, Anti-Fragile, if there is something in nature you don't understand, odds are it makes sense in a deeper way that is beyond your understanding. So there is a logic to natural things that is much superior to your own. Just as there is a dichotomy in law, innocent until proven guilty, as opposed to guilty until proven innocent, let me express my rule as follows. What Mother Nature does is rigorous until proven otherwise. What humans and science do is flawed until proven otherwise. Natural, biological systems like the human body have emerged from a 4-billion-year-old process of trial and error, whereas mechanical man-made systems only emerged in the last 200,000 years. Further, the Prussian education system, which inspired the factory model used by American schools today, only emerged in the mid-1700s. So what do you trust more, 4 billion years or 270 years? America seems to have sided with the institution, and the solution to the problem being pumping millions of kids full of amphetamines. Maybe. Instead of cutting our children off the legs to fit them neatly into their beds, we should try to just build better beds.